like to introduce the background of my interviewee. He's Joseph, and he's from Manila, Philippines. And he's majoring in electronic and computer engineering. And he came to Taiwan since February this year. He wants to find a job in Taiwan after graduating. And he has a girlfriend. This is the most important thing. And first, I would like to talk to you about the hot issue in Taiwan, same-sex marriage, because it is very hard to tell you is right or wrong. And I also want to know what foreigners think about this issue. So he told me he has the same idea with us in Philippines. Some people are fighting for the rights for the same-sex marriage, but there's a problem, is religion creed. The religion creed says a marriage is for one male and one female. So this is a hard question to say, oh, we should follow the religion creed and say the same-sex is wrong. Because he thinks same-sex has the right to get married. And also, there are many young generation wants to find the rights of same-sex marriage. But the old generation said, no, this is our tradition. You can say same-sex is right, because in the past, we followed this rule for so long. And this is what we believe in our hearts. You can say it is not right. And next, I asked him about the unmarried pregnancy. He said it is a big issue in every modern city. Like in Taiwan, many teenagers got pregnant in like maybe 12 years old or 13 years old. And also, Philippines had the same problem. And he said there's two kind of situations. One is they were curious about sex, so they tried it and got pregnant accidentally. But some people just want to get pregnant. They don't want to get married, or they don't want to marry to a guy. They just like babies. And their tradition is you should follow marriage first. You should graduated from university and find a job and find a nice guy, and you get married, and then you can get pregnant. But he thought there's a big problem in Philippines. Is even I'll show you the situation. You are a girl who had a boyfriend, and your family are agreed with this man, but you need to work, or you need to find a job. You need to raise your family, and it is hard for you to afford the money to get married and get pregnancy. But the girl's age is about 30 years old or above, and it is hard for girls to get pregnant after this age. But she really wants to have a baby, even the situation is not okay for her to get pregnancy. So it is hard to tell if this issue is okay or not good, because it always depends on the situation. But his opinion about this is we should follow the marriage first, if we can. But if we can't, we need to get pregnancy before marriage, he think it is okay. And next one, because I think Taiwanese people have discrimination on cross-cultural relationship. Like if the girls who is relate and who get coupled with a white man, they will call her 西餐妹 or 呵呵子. And it is a very terrible word for a girl, because some people call them this kind of words because of they think those girls didn't really take the relationship seriously, and they just want to make sex, make love, and they saw the white man in a higher position than our Asian people. So I think it is a very bad impression. So I want to know what foreigners think thoughts about this kind of issue. And he said it is a great thing, because if you are in your country, you can only imagine other countries' culture in your imagination. You didn't know what other people's thoughts, their cultures, their traditions. And also, there's a downside and upside. The downside is maybe you can't afford to talk about your cultural differences, and you will break up. And the upside is if you are okay with the cultural differences, you can extend your horizon and become a global sized person. And also I asked him about the stereotype of Taiwanese girls. He told me that F4, Liu Xinhua, is very famous in their region in Philippines when he was little. So he always thought that Shan Cai is the type of Taiwanese girl. But he also found out that besides Shan Cai, other characters in this TV series are very shy, and Shan Cai is strong. So after he came to Taiwan, he found out Taiwanese girls are shy type. If you suddenly interrupt two girls' conversation and say, "Hi, who are you?" They will look at you like this. And so shy, don't like to hi. And he also said it depends on the situation of the class. If boys get funny on girls in the class will be noisy. And at that time, the girl won't be shy. And the last one, I know Philippines has different religions. In the north part, they have Catholic, and in the south part, there are Muslims. And I think they have to make a common project. And also, Joseph told us there's a little fight between Christian and Muslims. So it is hard for government to reconcile the war. And also for young generation, they understand their differences, and they didn't think make friends need to interact by religions. And they said, if you are a Christian and your friend is a Muslim, the young people, young generation will think, oh, it's okay, it's common for people. But the old generation will say, we are rival, you are my enemy. why I should make friends with you. Because there are so many things they have experienced in the history. In the past history, Christians did something wrong on Muslims, and Muslims did something wrong on Christians. But they didn't forgive each other, but bring the hate from the past to nowadays. And he is also worried about it because it makes the Philippines not a united country, but division. And so he said he hoped there can be a common project for them to make a united Philippines. But it is hard, and some people want to keep fighting. So he said Taiwan is very fortunate to have no war and safe place, and people are united. And my conclusion of this conversation is, I think everyone should take your responsibility to make peace. If we don't understand each other's difference, the world will be a bad and broken world. So we need our young generation to be united and to build a good